Big Steven agrees with us, Chris. I can't take it.
You can't take it. You know, while we were playing the music, I pulled up the email. You want me to read the email real quick of us getting turned down from the major podcasting place?
Oh, really? We got turned down?
Yeah, I told you that.
No, you didn't. We hadn't
Yes, I did.
We didn't talk about that, but go ahead.
Oh, well, then I guess I'll tell you about it. I would have swore I told you.
No, we hadn't discussed this at all.
Well, I'm not going to say the name of the company because I really didn't do anything wrong.
That's fine.
But we were approached by a fairly major
outlet
for our podcast.
Okay.
And they asked me to send them some samples, some additional samples. Like they found us. I did not find them.
Right.
But I'm thinking they saw our Spreaker numbers or whatever and then asked for some samples.
Sure. So
knowing the policy of the show that we're not changing for anything, I sent them hard samples.
Okay.
Like some of the more harsh stuff that we've done.
Sure.
Because I was like, you know what? They're either going to accept it or they're not. And I don't want it to be, I will not get into a pissing contest with them 3 months after.
Yeah. You don't want them to be misled that they're buying into something that isn't, they can't come back and say, well, we didn't know you were doing this.
Yeah, exactly. So I did. I sent them some racist stuff and I sent them one clip of me absolutely going fucking bananas on somebody. I don't remember what it was on, but and I sent them 3 total clips, and all 3 were a lot more aggressive tracks. They weren't interviews with Tony Harnell.
Sure,
they were a bit rough.
Okay,
so here's the letter I got back. Dear Mr. Aiken, thank you for providing the requested audio samples of the Classic Metal Show. After further review with our standards and ethics department, we have decided to pass on adding the Classic Metal Show to our podcasting platform with blah, 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 blah. Please do not take this as an indictment on your content. It is just not a fit with our organization. Sincerely, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So nothing bad.
Well, that's fair enough. I mean, we already knew that.
Yeah.
But we wanted to confirm it.
Yep, exactly.
And that's fine with me because, again, we understand what we do and we understand what the standards are for a corporation. Mm-hmm. And we understand that we do not fit in that mold. But if somebody is willing to take that chance, it's on them because we've provided them with the material that did not lead them to believe that it was something that it's not.
Right. So there's our turn down letter from.
That's okay, but they approached us. We weren't out there shopping it around.
No, not at all.
And we're no worse off today than we were yesterday, and not that we're worse off anyway.
Yeah,
but our hardcore fans, i.e., the chat room, will stick with what we do.
Well, we did them a favor, I'm thinking.
Yeah, but again, I appreciate somebody looking at our numbers and go, wow, these guys must be doing something. Mm-hmm. But we're doing it without any promotion. We're doing it without any money. We're doing it without any commercialization behind it, and still people are still tuning in.
It's the true organic way.
Yeah, it is what it is, and you're not sold on something. You find it. If you like it, you'll listen. If you don't, then you won't.
Yeah.
End of story.
Simple and easy. But yeah, so that came in beginning of the week.
That's fine. And I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with that at all. I would rather them know who we are and what we do and not can you just kind of tone it down? Or I don't want to hear that.
Well, I'm not willing really to make this into a business unless it's the perfect scenario.
Yeah, unless it's worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, right now, the last thing in the world I have time to do is another business.
Sure, absolutely.
I just don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. Shit, you're having trouble getting the fucking podcast up and selling shirts.
Sure.
Because you don't have enough time in your world. I certainly have less time than you do.
Right.
The last thing in the world we need is some fucking business thing where we're all of a sudden now having meetings once a week to talk about content and downloads and blah, 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 blah. No, thank you.
No, I don't want to be involved with that.
Yeah, it better be perfect and it better be paying.
Yeah.
And that's the only way I would even entertain it remotely.
Sure.
And, that's why I sent them the hardest stuff I could find. I was like, here, judge this. If you guys can come back and say that's cool, all right, then we got something to talk about. Until then, nope.
What's up with Jackal? Look at Jackal in there.
What do you say? Jesus. Holy smokes.
Wow. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hail and Kill, it's me again.
Who's me again? Is this the Moogle Master? Is this me again?
Moogle Master, of course. I wanted to talk about that thing with the people at the apartment building.
Okay. Do you have firsthand knowledge about this? Are you involved in this in some way?
No, but I've been in places where you can hear people's music, or they're walking all over the floor, and you can hear them. Yeah.
How dare they?
But you can hear people just stomping on the floor. This was at my old place. I don't have that problem anymore, but I can see why it'll.
Did your mom finally afford a house?
Yeah, it's like a townhome kind of deal.
How did you guess that, Chris?
Just a guess.
All right. Well, go ahead, Moogle Master. Tell me more.
And also, I wanted to call in earlier, but the reason I couldn't try to call in was because my computer had a kind of internet hiccup.
It sounds like your phone is having a hiccup, but go ahead.
See, what happened was my internet keeps cutting out, and you have to actually reset it with the system restore. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Probably get a new one. What were you talking about? I mentioned something about the show being like a
You called and we're talking to us.
I don't see that working, because I can't see the show like even on like an XM kind of deal. It wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work? Why? Because you'd have to pay for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. Having to pay for shit.
And you also have to deal with like content. Like some of the shit wouldn't fly on an XM kind of station, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think the last time I checked, I don't think Sirius XM took EBT.
Well, that'll do it for now. Hail and Kill.
He's a good caller.
That'll do it for now.
I gotta say, when it comes to compelling phone calls, it starts and stops with the Moogle Master. The kid really was built to be on the phone. I'm just going to say it. If he's not already, he should be a telemarketer. He is so good on the phone.
That'll do it for now.
Ta-ta, cats. Jesus Christ, really?
He said Sirius XM doesn't take EBT cards. He goes, okay, well, that'll do it for now.
Maybe he was thinking of getting it until you gave him that information. Did you ever think of that?
Your mom afforded a new house? Yeah, yeah.
I really am a dick sometimes.
We know our fans, though.
Yep.
Holy shit, that's funny.